Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. Sounds like the sunshine is finally coming back. I mean, over the last few days, I was with you, Dustin, on Monday. I was with Russell over the last few days, and I keep asking the same question: when is the sunshine coming back? Safe to say that today is that day.
Today is the
Okay.
day. Yes, it is.
All right, awesome. So we're going to be seeing that. We're also going to be seeing a little bit of a bump in temperatures, especially going into the weekend, just in time for all of the weekend activities. ECU BYU game, that's happening Saturday night. Kickoff at Dowdy-Ficklin, 7:30. And the Pitt County Fair is in action. There are just so many things going on. It's festival season, as we mentioned, especially right around fall.
Fall right on cue begins, but it's feeling like summer still. So
It
I
does.
mean, you know, we're kind of conflicted of what's going on. And think about it, it's the way things are going. I was looking at the climatology map. It looks like we may have a warmer end of the month compared to August. So things are going to be a little warmer than they should be. But you know what, though? I mean, hopefully by the middle of October, we'll slowly calm down.
Get back into the normal.
Some 80s are still possible, but no 90s, nothing like that. Normally our last 90-degree day is right around this time. So we've already surpassed that. We may get back that again this weekend, so we'll see.
I mean, I'll always take an 80-degree day, even if it's in October. Like, being able to go outside without a jacket is always nice. I mean, I love the fall season where you can kind of bundle up in a sweater, but it's always nice to have a little 80-degree day here and there. So nice to hear that is a possibility.
It's a possibility. I mean, you know, you get what you take.
know.
Here in Eastern UNC, we're just up and down nonstop.
All right. Well, before we get more into your forecast today, we do have a story out of Onslow County. Onslow County Emergency Services, they have added new non-emergency community paramedic vehicles to their fleet, and that's going to help them with any kind of calls that they get that are not what they define as non-emergency. So anybody who may call saying that they have symptoms of the flu, maybe a fever, a rash, other things like that, something that they wouldn't really identify as a situation that's in, an emergency response, so that they can have all of their ambulances and other vehicles ready to go in times of any kind of traumatic situation. And they're hoping that these vehicles, they're still going to be stuffed with a lot of the things that can help those in need who need it. But they're just hoping that with these vehicles, they'll be able to help more people in need, both in emergency situations and as well as non-emergency situations. So we do have a story from Haley Hollinger yesterday out in Onslow County.
1,200 is the number of non-emergent calls Onslow County EMS got last year. And while it may not be as many as emergent calls, it is still frequent and reason to institute change. It might sound like an ambulance, but it's actually one of Onslow County's 4 QRVs, or quick response vehicles, for community paramedics.
We respond out to people in the community who need assistance. We bridge a lot of the gaps, so if somebody needs like durable medical equipment, or if they need a primary care provider, if they need like medication reconciliation, we go out and we try and help people.
To respond to non-emergent calls where people may not need to go to the hospital.
We've had ambulances on non-emergent calls right up the street from a cardiac arrest. I mean, that happens more often than one would think. So with us responding to those low acuity calls, hopefully we'll have that ambulance free if something were like that were to happen.
The lowest acuity non-emergent calls, or omega calls, can be for things like fevers or...
We just started responding out to the fall calls, and we respond out to help those patients that have overdosed.
The paramedics and vehicles are fully equipped with everything they may need to assist a caller or another medic.
Sometimes, you know, we may be closer to the high acuity calls, so we can respond to those. We can act as a backup and provide assistance to units.
And they're excited to now continue to help more people get the assistance and get to the places they need to be.
I say all the time, I just want to help people that come from a previous boss that I had, and we that's what I wanted. That's the favorite part, is being able to help people.
Mancuso also says that if a caller still wants an ambulance, they will not be denied that service. In Onslow County, Haley Hollinger, WITN News.
So I think this is a great opportunity, especially like they mentioned in the story there, if there's any situation that does require some kind of backup and they're in the area, they're also able to respond and help with the situation, even if it's not directly those who are facing the traumatic situation, but maybe somebody else who was indirectly impacted or anything like that. And I think that's a really important expansion to their program.
It is, especially for people that, like you said, you may call 911 and you're not looking for a real diehard emergency, but something, real quick to help them with whatever they have.
Right.
Like you said, they're on standby just in case they can get out there, and hopefully it expands a lot more counties too, because I think it's a great idea to get that one county going and get it going all over the place.
I agree. It definitely offers a good example for other counties to kind of consider and see where their needs are in their emergency services department. So looking forward to seeing how this will help with their emergency and non-emergency calls, as well as if other counties decide they also want to expand their programs.
Right. Good stuff with that.
All right, well, let's talk weather.
Yeah, let's do that. A little more sunny shine finally.
Yes,
Could be going to play out.
finally.
Yeah, we can get out there, get some vitamin D. I know a lot of you have been lacking that. I sure have, but no doubt about for sure. Let's talk about the winds, though, because it's been windy yesterday. All week it's been windy, just about.
Oh my gosh. So wait, before I'm going to pull us back up again. I was telling Russell this yesterday. Oh, Russell's so funny, where he was like, I'm a small guy, like the winds are pretty gusty. I'll probably be blown away, which made me laugh. But I mean, it's very true. Those winds were gusty. I went for a run. When was it? Tuesday, and I felt like I was going to get blown over.
It was
quite literally.
It was literally like you had to have two hands of the wheel kind of day, because it was that strong northeast component of the wind.
Intense.
And yesterday that was kind of the last gasp of today. No wind gusts, thankfully. No issues we're going to be seeing with that. So maybe some outdoor patio furniture kind of got blown around yesterday or whatever, trash day, whatever it is. Should be good to go today. But yeah, yesterday about 15 to about 30 mile an hour gust was really the main thing with that. So overall, though, looking back towards Morehead City this morning, towards the sanitary restaurant there, looking pretty quiet all around. The water is as calm as it can be, so good day to head to the waterfront as well. Folks heading out to work and school, and I think there's actually one of the trash delivery drivers there on our web camera. They're doing their job this morning, so thank you very much for doing that for us too. Quiet skies all the way around the eastern portions of eastern Carolina. Those little blips you see outside of Manio, Duck, and Rodanthe, don't worry about them. They're nearly not doing anything, more just a nuisance than anything outside with that too. Rainfall yesterday, though, was back towards Virginia Central, and pretty much the capital area saw a lot of rainfall. But the good news is that rain's gone today. Clouds are breaking apart for a lot of locations here. Watching out for that front stalled along our coastline, bringing cloud cover, which is why we're seeing that this morning. Now, of course, mid-60s outside, upper 60s towards the coast. Emerald Isle, an example of that location, seeing some pretty mid-60s out there. Dew points, the humidity is pretty comfortable for now. It'll start to go up as we go towards the coming days. Winds today are going to be 5 or less inland, 10 or less for the coast, so it will not be as a windy, breezy day as it's been the last several days out there as well. Now, a mix of clouds and sunshine will start to break apart to partly cloudy skies later on this morning, and by midday, pretty good to go. And again, we'll probably see more sunshine thin out in the clouds for the coastline rather than the inland location. So we got a few hours here, but overall not looking too bad. Talk about football tomorrow night, looking really good. And what is this, week 5? Week 5 for football? Week 6? I don't know. I thought we were week 5 weeks. I don't know.
Maybe week 4?
Is it week 4? I don't know, whatever week it is.
We'll have to double check.
All I know, football is looking nice tomorrow. We've had no real issues with that. Normally we're talking sweating football, no issues with that either. Speaking of football, Saturday, I know this is another week of college football looking pretty good there at ECU, so some nice weather going to be filtering in for kickoff, tailgating, whatever it is. Have the sunscreen with you, though. It's going to be pretty warm out there, so no doubt about you're going to be seeing some pretty comfortable weather moving in the forecast with that as well. Over the next few hours, again, good to go today, tonight. Fire the grill up, go outside, go for a walk, run, hike, take the dog, whatever it is. You're going to have ample sunshine and clear conditions this evening, and then clear skies overnight tonight with clouds kind of filtering back into the evening hours as well. Most of us, again, start off partly cloudy skies at times and eventually turning those partly cloudy to partly sunny through the day. Getting up to near 90 tomorrow, so unfortunately the heat is back once again, just for a couple of days though. Winds, again, not an issue, less than 5 miles or less just about. So the majority of us are going to stay calm with that wind. Now, we've got a coastal low coming up our coast, coming up beginning Sunday. That could drive a few showers inland. Coastal spots have a higher chance of rain, so this is run through next Thursday. probably about a quarter to a half inch when everything is all said and done with that as well. I didn't realize I had this graphic in here, but we were talking about fall pumpkins. Here we go. Let's stick it down in there. You know, fall begins officially Monday. Halloween 43 days away. We turn the clocks back 1 hour, November 1st, so that weekend of Halloween. If you're doing any Halloween festivities, make sure you are not late for anything Sunday morning. It's good for me because Sunday morning I got to come back in here. I'll gain the extra hour of sleep.
That's always nice
so
to have.
It helps us out, and then we'll be Turkey Day and 70 days. So impressive stuff with that. Rip currents today are low for the Crystal Coast and the southern Outer Banks. Northern Outer Banks, you're at a moderate risk of rip currents. I do think most of those winds will kind of subside a little bit if you're trying to go take a beach walk on the sand or just out there on the pier fishing. Good weather for that over the next few days. But meanwhile, though, holding those low to mid 80s Friday, Saturday, mid 80s next week. Again, mostly coastal showers. We could see a few showers pass by inland as we go towards the middle of next week.
Yeah, and it sounds like it could also be a really nice day for a boat ride. I know Bob Dawes in our comments. Good morning, Bob. He said calmer waters for a boat ride on Blunt's Creek. Glad to hear that because I know over the last few days that was not the case.
No,
Things were a little bit chaotic over there with those winds.
Yeah, those winds. Was it on Highway 12? Or was it a tractor? Was it trailer?
Yes, there was a mobile home that had blown over that was being driven along Highway 12, and yeah, with those winds out there, you don't realize how gusty they can be when they literally blow over a home.
I know, because especially, and the thing of it is, those roads are so narrow out there. I mean, you know,
Right.
I've traveled on Highway 12 a couple of times. I'm sure you have as well for stories. And you go out there on them one-lane roads, it's either sand or water between you. So
Right.
there's really no escape with that. But yeah, but good news today. No issues with the winds. They'll pick up over the weekend, but not going to be as strong like they were the last couple of days.
Okay, great. Well, I'm just going to pull up this forecast one
Sure.
more time for anyone who's just joining us. But things are looking really nice today. Sunshine finally back after quite a few rainy days earlier this week, an overcast day yesterday, and now we're finally seeing that sunshine. And then temperatures are going to pick up again. We're going to be saying hello to summer once again.
I mean, it's appropriate. It's the last weekend of summer.
This is
So, I
true,
mean,
yeah,
I guess
why
it's on
not?
par for that too. And you're probably wondering why is there two different ECUs. So we got the football game Saturday, and then they're playing Army next Thursday. So they've got a kind of a double almost week. So that's why they kind of rest next weekend. So if you're
Gotcha.
curious why there's two different pirate logos on there, that's why that is. But other than that, yeah, good weather for football, and just go out to the pumpkin patch and go pick up something. I mean,
I
you
can't
know.
believe I love seeing that the pumpkin patches are already here. I guess it is the middle of September, so this is right on par with when they are happening. And I love going to the stores, seeing all the fall decorations, the Halloween decorations. I know you mentioned on air that you saw someone putting up Christmas decorations.
Slow down. Slow down, folks.
I don't know if we're there quite yet. I know.
No.
I mean, we are now under 100 days. I think it's like 98 days
Is
until
it?
Christmas.
Okay.
Add that to your countdown.
That I did have it on there, and I swapped it out. They were because we were in that. I was trying to keep a fall theme. I did have Christmas on there.
Yeah.
I had the Santa Claus logo, and I'm
Right.
just swapping for the turkey logo. But I mean, anyway,
It's all right.
Anyway.
No worries. But, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Just want to say hello to Billy George from Emerald Isle. I'm sure a lot of people are probably going down to Emerald Isle for another beach weekend this weekend. So have fun with that. And then also good morning to George as well, saying great weather. Couldn't agree more. Please enjoy, get outside. Maybe you can check out an outdoor lunch or, you know, take a walk after work today. It's going to be a really nice day.
It is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update. Hope you can join us then.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.